Alright, welcome to episode 12 of the funding challenge. I'm gonna try and make this also a quick video because I'm very tired and it is quite late. So from here, let me just full screen this for you guys. I will be showing you guys the trade I took today. I took one trade and it was a losing trade. And it wasn't a bad trade. It's a good trade. We followed our plan. We just got quite unlucky, in my opinion. It was the same thing that happened yesterday. So I will run you guys through what happened. So, yeah, 4-hour breaker structure. Our most recent high time frame piece of structural information is bearish. So that means my bias is bearish. And yeah, so New York opens, we start retracing into this 4-hour range. And now, because price is very bearish, making strong breaks to the downside, I'm just waiting for our mid time frame, which is our 5 minute, to realign with our high time frame. So I'm waiting for a 5 minute structural move to the downside, and we receive that very nicely right here. There's a nice large 5 minute very clear shift to the downside, and then I waited for my 1 minute confirmation. So we broke this and closed below it, and then we retrace and we receive a nice 5 minute type 1. And it was also a double confirmation on the 1 minute. It was a 1 minute change of character plus a breaker structure. And so I entered my position about, what was it? It's not coming up on my computer because I took the trade on my phone, but it broke. And I had the position like here maybe. And I originally wanted to put a stop loss. So I'm from now on to keep myself following my rule of making sure I put my stop loss quite a bit higher than the point of the highest or the lowest point that caused the 1 minute shift. So to make sure I do put a decent amount over it, I am adding 1,000 pips. Well, I don't know if it's 1,000, but on TradingView it's like 1,000 with US30. So I'm adding 1,000 pips from where the shift is to above it. So if it's 1,400, I'll go 2,400. So I did this couple of trades, back tested, and it worked out pretty well. As you can see, we didn't actually get entered at our stop loss here. So Aqua Funded decided to enter me at 0.25% risk, which was really annoying. I put 0.5 and then it entered me at like 0.27. So I just changed it. I was already entered in the position by the time I went to edit the position. So I just edited from 0.25% to 0.5%. So that made my stop loss about like twice as big. So yeah, stop loss ended up being at this high around here. Pretty much twice as bigger, but I was like, it's fine, whatever. Like, my bias is short anyway. We just cover some extra distance. Our market is making big moves to the downside, so it's fine. It didn't worry me too much. But either way, with or without that, we would have lost this trade because we got swept right before price moved in our direction. So I think that was just a bit unlucky, to be honest. This has happened with a few trades now where right before price moves in our direction, we do get swept. So I don't think I'm making any mistakes on my part. So to me, it's a good day. I'm trying to change my mentality on defining winning days and losing days. And I have kind of started practicing calling a losing day an expense day. So if you think about a business, you have your profits and then you have your expenses. So you have the product cost, the price you sell the product for, and then the profit. So winning trades are just your profits, and then losing trades is just your expenses. So a winning trade is just a profit trade, and a losing trade is just an expense trade. Expenses come with every business, even if it's trading. So I've just kind of started correlating those words with that, creating, there's a word for it, creating, I forgot the word, but it's like a psychology word. creating, it's a connotation, I don't know. I think it is connotation, but I think that's the English version. I'm looking for like the psychology version where it's like when you're talking about what is it? When you're talking about like operant conditioning and you're talking about pairing one stimuli with another stimuli. So there's like a relationship and a correlation made between both stimuli in that person's mind. I forgot the word for it. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to do that, something like a connotation to not think of losing days as a bad day, just more of an expense day. If I took a trade and I followed my plan perfectly, I followed my rules, I stuck to my trading plan, I stuck to my risk management, then that is a winning trade. But it's just an expense. It's a winning day, so today's a good day for me. I followed my plan. We are currently down 4% on the funded challenge. So it's about like 3.5 to 4%. I think it's 3.75 in like 3.75 calculating just all the trades, but then there's an extra like 2.5% from like spreads and some positions just not being placed correctly. So on the challenge, on the official challenge, we are down 4%, and our max drawdown is 8%. So we are halfway to breaching our account, but I'm not stressed. I'm really not worried. I'm confident that I'm able to follow my plan. I'm confident in my ability to not overtrade and not revenge trade and not kind of like blow my account stupidly, you know? So yeah, I'm not fussed. I'm not worried. I'm just gonna follow my plan, do what I can do. And yeah, according to statistical probabilistic distribution, we shouldn't lose the account because I believe I have about a 40 to 50% win rate. And yeah, just gotta stay patient and stick to the plan. So I do have another trade here lining up. I'll run you through it. We have a, if I take this trade and whatever happens, I'm not gonna add it to this video because I'm very tired, so I just want to get this video edited and out. I'll include this trade in tomorrow's video. So we have a 1 hour breaker structure, 1 hour bearish breaker structure, and obviously multiple bearish breaker structures on the higher time frame. So my bias for this range is bearish. And we drop down on our mid time frame. We start off from our high to our low of the range. We retrace in, structures moving up, and then now we've had a structural shift to the downside, a mid time frame shift to the downside, 5-minute shift. Came in here and swept it again, and only now it's closed below. So only now it's valid for me to use this structural shift as a place to look for my entry model. And now I'm just going to look for the entry model, a 1-minute shift with a 5-minute type 1. So my strategy is very simple. If you've been watching all my videos, you should have a very clear understanding of it right now. Like, you will know my entire strategy. It's literally just a high time frame breaker structure or change of character that determines my range and my bias. Mid time frame structure to align and create order flow in that direction, and then a 1-minute shift within that 5 or 15-minute range. So very simple. That is a very important part to being profitable, is making sure your strategy is simple enough for you to be able to apply day in and day out on the markets. So that is one thing I've tried to focus on in the past. I've very much overcomplicated my strategies, tried to just look at heaps of confluences, add new things, but now I'm just focusing on simplifying it as much as possible. So all my focus can be dedicated and attributed to focusing on building good habits in the market rather than focusing on the money and being an analyst and looking at technicals. I'm purely process focused on building good habits, focused on following my plan and my risk management, because that's what makes you profitable. Trading is not about who is the best analyst, it's who is the best at controlling themselves emotionally. So I've put myself in the position to put all my focus on controlling myself emotionally by having a simple strategy. It allows me to take my mind more off over analyzing and trying to become a professional analyst, which is not what you need to become a consistently profitable trader. Because if that was the case, it would absolutely not be difficult to become consistent, and trading would just not exist as it does today. There wouldn't be prop firms, it wouldn't be a sustainable business model, because most people would be able to become profitable by just reading patterns. So the name of the game is emotional intelligence, it is risk management, it is discipline, it is good habits. So you have to be able to allocate your focus to that, and a big part of that is simplifying your strategy. Whoever you're learning from, whoever your mentor is, like ICT, he has a shit ton of videos. If you want to trade ICT, don't be trying to teach every single concept, every single strategy, silver bullet, kill zones, whatever, FVGs, order blocks, breaker blocks, like everything you see. Just pick one and just focus on one, because one model and one bias is all you need to achieve financial freedom. And I'm telling this to you guys, even though I haven't achieved financial freedom, because it just also helps you guys, first of all, but it also helps me to continuously remind myself of these things. And then by telling it to you guys, I hold myself accountable, because I have to then follow what I'm saying as well. Because I have a lot of people watching me now. I'm getting like pretty decent views, I think. Like I'm getting like 100 views a video on average maybe at the moment. So there are people watching, a couple comments each video, and I do want to be able to practice these good habits and actually live what I'm saying for you guys to see that it is possible, and for myself to hold myself accountable, to be able to remind myself of what it takes to actually be profitable, what I need to do, actionable steps I need to take, and just constantly reminding myself that if I want to achieve success in this game, I need to be process focused, and I need to be focused on building good habits rather than outcome focused and making money. And also need to remind myself that being in a mindset where you're focused on the outcome and wanting to make money is not going to lead to profitability. And the only way you're going to achieve profitability is focusing on good habits and your mindset. So I'm pretty sure I've just said the same thing like 3 times in a row, but I hope you guys get the point, and I will see you guys for tomorrow's episode. Goodbye. Yo, we're back. I know I said if whatever the outcome of this trade was, I was gonna leave it for tomorrow's video, but I was already awake. I was still on my computer. I was collecting some data, and I was editing this video right now, and this trade just hit TP. So this is the same day. It's a Wednesday trade or Wednesday night trade. Technically Thursday morning, but I count it as Wednesday night trade. And it was the exact trade that I told you guys I was going to take if it came up. And the first trade was here, somewhere around here, and it was a losing trade. It got swept right before price went down. And yeah, we just waited for our new range to form, our new structure, and it did exactly what I said it would do. Exactly what I said it would do. You guys saw I was watching the market live. I said we're going to wait for this 5-minute change of character, and then we're going to wait for a 5-minute type 1. It wasn't a 5-minute type 1 though. It was a 5-minute type 2, but it was a very good 5-minute type 2. So we had this candle sweep, and we had another kind of consolidation candle, but then the next candle was very strong bullish displacement. So I used my intuition, and to me it was still a good trade to enter. And on the 1 minute, it was a pretty nice shift as well. Large displaced move. That is usually a sign of things to come. Whichever direction that displacement is, that price will normally keep going in that direction. That's what I found from my data and my journal. So we have won that trade. Today is now a winning day. We are slowly getting back to break even. So I believe we were 3.75 to 4% down on the account, and now we're about 2.25 2.25 to 2.5% down. So negative 2.5, around negative 2.25% to negative 2.5%. So out of all the trades in total, we are down 2.25%, and accounting for extra losses because of spreads and misplaced position sizes, we are 2.5% down on the account. So yeah, I had to put a lot of clothes because I got very cold. It gets very cold in my room. So I got the Rick and Morty jumper on. So yeah, winning day. It was still a good day before that because we followed our plan, we followed our process, and it's still a good day now because we followed our plan, waited for our setup to come up. Took a few hours, as you see it was 10. Our setup came up at 250, so almost 9:30. So literally like 5 or 6 hours later, we waited all throughout New York for our setup to come up. I believe there was a trade around here, but I did not take it because I was also not at home. I was checking the charts. I did see price forming around here, and we got a shift here and then a reaction here. But I was like, I already lost one trade that I took while I was not at home, that I took on my phone. So I'm just gonna wait till I get home, because even around that 12 to 4 a.m. range, there are very good trades that happen, and I don't just need to trade that 8 to 12. So 12 to 4 is also very good for New York on US 30. So yeah, we want that trade. I'll explain it quickly. 1 hour breaker structure, higher time frame range, and then we retrace, and this is a 1 hour FVG right here. Price reacts off to it, 5 minute shift, comes back up, and we get another 5 minute shift down. So now I know our mid time frames realign with a higher time frame, and we're ready to break the higher time frame weekly, which is this point right here, and we're ready to move down. So price swept here, it swept here, and just now it closed below. And I mentioned that already, we're waiting for it to close below to get our confirmation. So then we go on our 1 minute shift, nice shift, not the best shift, but it is still a decent shift for me. A nice 5 minute type 2, and yeah, we won the trade. So yeah, it's a good day. Thanks for watching.